We are all going to die. That is the one plain simple truth. Live your life, do whatever you want, but the end is that we all die, including I. So what is the essence? Why so much noise? The essence lies in stories. Humans have evolved, and the only thing they have carried with them are stories. Think about it. We are surrounded by stories. Wherever, your schools, your offices, your homes, your private thoughts, your public conversations. What are these if not stories? So ladies and gentlemen, today I'm here to tell you a story. To quote Professor John Haidt, the brain is a story processor, not a logic processor. What it means is, numbers, numericals, data, they don't fascinate this pink blob of jelly. What it likes is stories. That is what it holds on to and carries forward. So we all are storytellers. But how does one become a fascinating storyteller? So that when you open your mouth, people latch on to each and every syllable that comes out of your mouth. Resty gentlefolk, I'm here today in front of you to share 4 simple tropes that will definitely make you better storytellers. Let's get started. First and most important, change and curiosity. The brain, as I said, does not react to numbers. Your brain is very funny. It might be going this way, and for it to suddenly turn and take notice of something, it requires change. So in your story, cultivate curiosity. Who hasn't heard of Scoop Whoop and BuzzFeed, 2 amazing websites who have captured this very essence? Headlines like, 7 reasons your friend is actually into you. Wow. We all feel, wait, are they talking about me? Is it? And you go in, you start reading that article. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the first trick you employ into your storytelling. What about the next one? Next is called setting the scene. Set the scene like in a movie. There are props, but this is not a visual aid. You're going to talk. So you set the scene by elaborating. Give them details. Give them a lot of details so that it paints a word picture. We've all been guilty of something. Prayag, how's the food? Oh, it was excellent. Oh, did you like that show? Oh, that band was horrible. Ladies and gentlemen, again reminding you, brain does not relate to horrible or great or yuck. It needs a scene. It needs to visualize what you're talking about. The moment I walked into the restaurant, oh, the fresh smell of that dosa engulfed me. I knew finally today I would be having an amazing breakfast. Ladies and gentlemen, that man or woman I was speaking to would love to know where I had that dosa because I set up a scene. So do that. Trick number 3, or rather the trope number 3, make them care. How does someone make somebody care? By first caring for it themselves. You can give advice to your kids, Mr. Chaudhary, but until and unless you don't believe in that advice yourself, chances are your kids will not. And same applies to all of us. So when you're telling stories, ladies and gentlemen, take a moment. Think about what you're about to say. Let's say you're talking to your friend, telling them about your vacation. You might be in Guwahati, but while you convey your experience of that vacation, that friend of yours, while standing in Guwahati, should feel the beach of Thailand under his feet. That is how you make them care. Fourth, and most important, and it is 2, active voice and metaphors. Using active voice, let's do an exercise. Don't worry, I'll do it. You just be the audience. Sandeep kissed his dad. Dad was kissed by Sandeep. Think how your brain reacted when you heard both the sentences. When you say active voice, it's like a movie where objects are going all together. You can play that scenario. You can see Sandeep holding his father, giving him a kiss, maybe a few other tropes. But whenever we use passive voice, that disconnect happens. Always use active voice. And my last but not the least, my most favorite, metaphors. Ladies and gentlemen, metaphors bring the beauty of poetry into prose. Many people ask me, oh, Prayag, you like public speaking? Yes, I say yes. Public speaking is my favorite hobby. Public speaking makes me happy. But try this on for size. Public speaking removes the dust of every day from my life. The impact such a line has will never be quantified by regular sentences. So ladies and gentlemen, let me recap, tie the bow, and hand over this present to you all before I get off the stage. 1, you always set the scene. 2, always change and curiosity. 3rd, you go for active voice and metaphors. Last, elaborate. I hope using these tropes, you will be better storytellers. Next time you want to speak, be it a cocktail party, be it a Toastmaster club, be it anywhere, people in your audience, they are spellbound listening to what you have to say. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Until next time.